What is e-WTP? It's a very significant part of what the B20 will be discussing as part of the G20 meetings here in Hangzhou. We call it the Electronic World Trade Platform. It's something that Jack Ma thought up and is very passionate about, and it's the future, we believe, of enabling commerce globally. What does it really involve? It involves, very simply, connecting small and medium-sized businesses around the world with consumers around the world. And the way we do that is to connect them using the internet and the technology, supported by terrific services in both payments and in logistics. But what it does is it empowers the small businesses of the world to sell their products to people anywhere in the world at any time. Historically, that has not been possible. In the future, this is one of the things that the internet provides, a huge opportunity that empowers both small businesses and consumers. It will have the effect of accelerating globalization, promoting inclusive growth, things that are really important to all countries, not just the G20. And the effect of all that will be creating prosperity for all, and it gets back to our original vision, which is making it easy to do business anywhere in the world at any time. That's Alibaba. With that, I'll turn it over to Doug. Thank you. Jack has been to 30 countries. I know that because I've been to those 30 countries with Jack. And I can tell you that we've made tangible progress on e-WTP in 3 respects. First, Jack is an excellent spokesman for the idea and has been educating leaders and business people in countries around the world as to what e-WTP really is and what it represents as both an opportunity and a challenge to make it happen. Secondly, he's put it on the platform or made sure that it's been included in the platform in the B20. And the purpose of having e-WTP being discussed broadly in the B20 is to make sure that the business leaders of the world understand that this represents an opportunity not just for them, but for small businesses and medium-sized businesses in their countries. So we need to build, as Joe had said, we need to build a coalition of corporate support for something which is really corporate and will require political support. And then number 3 is, in our travels around the world and discussing this concept with different leaders in different countries, we've discovered that there are several countries that would like to be the pilot projects for e-WTP. And Jack's been talking about this for about 1.5 years. We now have a good idea of where we want to start. And I hope this time next year, or at some point in the future, we'll be talking to you about how we've successfully rolled it out. In the broader question of how e-WTP fits into our globalization initiatives, if you think back to that slide that I put up at the beginning, which shows tens of millions of merchants connecting with 2 billion consumers, you can see that our globalization strategy and e-WTP converge very, very nicely. Our goal, those tens of millions of merchants are not all the big brands of the world. Those can be measured in the tens or maybe the hundreds of thousands. But to get to tens of millions of merchants, we're talking about SMEs in every country of the world. And so the last slide that I put up, which shows the intersection of consumers and merchants all over the world, is really all about our globalization strategy. Platforms today, but merchants and consumers connecting on an e-WTP platform in the future.